Leah, what are you hearing from customers on how they're able to justify moving forward with a digital testing and sanitation program?
A lot of the justification that I talk about with the current customers and partners that we have on Neogen Analytics today is a combination of digitizing your automation and the result data that comes from it. So I think when you're able to digitize the workflow and the data, combining those two together rather than just one or the other is really where a lot of that, payoff comes into play. Pathogen testing is in this spreadsheet. Allergens are over here. We have ATP on its own data manager. Product testing is over in another silo, sanitation as well. Transcribing errors when you're getting results back from your lab into your Excel spreadsheet, forgetting to highlight a positive as a hotspot on a map, or even just missing a step in a remediation process. I think digitizing, again, that workflow is a big key piece to reducing risk. You can really just create a sample analysis within Neogen Analytics, add your test points, submit it to your lab, and then the results are automatically received right back to Neogen Analytics, which really helps your real-time auto alerts as well. So really reducing that time from day you swab, receiving result, and completing remediation if needed. You're really able to leverage the Neogen Analytics platform and utilize the system to ensure compliance for not only your internal policies, but external or regulatory policies. So for instance, here, if I'm going to create a new sample submission for product testing, I've just selected my policy. This is quarterly pathogen testing. You can fill in, of course, lot and tracking number. But when I go to add my samples now, instead of having to remember, how much of it, the sample, do I have to collect, or what analysis types am I sending this to the lab for? You can enter your sample number and then again relate it back to the floor plan and location to really increase that, drawing of those lines together. You see, as I scroll down, it automatically has in that this has to be tested for Listeria and Salmonella. And here's my, sample size options that I have to choose from. So not going to have anybody accidentally pulling, 2.5 grams. They know that, you're at least pulling 25 here. So really, again, building in those policies in the background to ensure a policy-driven and compliant program will help, increase the integrity of the data that is now on top of that being automated and digitized for you. Part of digitizing data, of course, is standardization, but really helping you draw a line for, if I did end up on an out of spec on product, can I relate that back to, if I go to my floor plan, I see that Slicer 5 did have a positive, and that is where my product was manufactured on that line. And maybe I was able to kind of draw that line to, the sanitation process for the slicing area was not verified that day, and really help, instead of having to do the pin board and the yarn and be a detective on a, whiteboard, help draw all those lines between those data points just right here and have it automatically done for you